Hi and welcome once again to Greg's Kitchen, where the food is finger licking. Okay guys, here's the scenario. You've been invited to a kid's party. Oh god, I couldn't think of anything worse. Until they say, oh, you have to bring a plate. Does it get any worse than that? Don't worry, if you can boil water, then you can make this recipe. And maybe impress a couple of nice single little ladies there as well. So come on, enough of this chit chat, let's get started. So what you're going to need is some thick custard, some jelly crystals. I'm going to use green ones because green and gold will also be good for Australia Day for this recipe, people. And of course the gold being pineapple rings. 1 or 2 tins of. Rightio, first thing I'm going to do is drain all the juice out of these pineapples. And we're going to leave the pineapples in the tins. Now, because these pineapple slices are in a natural juice, I'm going to actually use this juice for the recipe. But I'm only going to need 200 mils of it, so I'll keep 200 mils, and the rest I can either drink or pour down the sink. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Did it again. Ding dong dan. Right, make sure you get these measurements right, or else you'll find yourself in a world of pain. Next thing I'm going to do is make the jelly up. Add 250 mils of boiling water and pour that jelly in there. We're going to give that a good mix until it dissolves. And now I'm going to add the 200 mils of the cold water, or in this case the pineapple juice from the tins. Now I'll put that aside. Now I'm going to make 2 different types of this dessert. The first type I'm going to do is with the thick custard. I'm going to pour it down the center of this, and the second type I'm just going to leave alone. Now with this jello mix I'm just going to pour it in here, fill it up to the top, and the same goes with this one here. Now hopefully these pineapple pieces are floating a bit, which is great because that means the jelly will get underneath as well. Now these go in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours to set. Okay, so now I'm going to put these in the fridge, and in 4 hours time I'm going to show you how to get them out. Okay, well it has been several hours later and they are out of the fridge and ready to be taken out of the tins. But how are we going to do this? Using a hot knife. Okay, I've just boiled some water. I'm going to pour it in this cup. Get that knife nice and hot. Okay, now let's give this a go. Well, that hot knife does actually slide through quite easily. You probably want to use a knife that is fairly flexible as well. You probably don't even need a hot knife. Okay, well let's see how these turned out. Mind you, I've never done this before, so this is new to you as it is to me. Alright, well it did fall apart a tiny bit. In fact, it fell apart quite a lot. Let's try this one. Well, I have got to say that was pretty much a major fail. I probably should have not used the jar that it came in, but tried to find one that's quite a bit thicker. But it gives you the idea. Well, let's just see how this piece tastes. Either way you look at it, you can't go past jelly and custard. Okay, I admit it, that was a major fail, but it still did taste really good. Now, if I did have a jar that was maybe a centimetre thicker on each side of the jelly, it would have turned out perfectly. And I dare say, it would have been a complete success. So anyway, if you do find something, maybe a plastic soft drink bottle or something that you could put the pineapple in with the jelly, then do it, give it a go. I've given you the idea, now you guys perfect it. Okay, well thanks for watching Greg's Kitchen, and I'll see you next time.
Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where the food is finger licking. Oh yeah.